Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? Man, look at these Iraqs. I remember I won 6 of those on a slot machine in Vegas. Yeah, I had them all in my backpack. It was funny. Anyways, let's get back to Iraq because there's a couple things going on. Doing all they can to stabilize the dinar. Are they being successful? Before we get started, if you're not a subscriber, please do so, because when you do, it helps out the channel, and I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, or any other precious metals for that matter, head on over to our friends at Money Metals Exchange. The link is down below in the description. When you purchase over there at Money Metals Exchange, you will now be automatically entered into a chance to get free giveaways. This month, you'll be automatically registered to be one of 3 people who will receive 10 ounces. That's 10 silver eagles each. So head on over to Money Metals, make your purchase, and automatically enter to win. For those of you who are unaware, I do have my own webpage. I can be found at Pimpy's News Network. Over here, I do post videos that I can't post on YouTube without getting in trouble. I also have my own Facebook group called Pimpy's Investment Chat. Over here, we do talk about gold, silver, cryptocurrencies, as well as foreign currency investments. So come on over here and join us. It's free to do so. I can also be found over here on Twitter, MeWe, YouTube, Odyssey, and now I'm on Rumble. For whatever reasons, my videos are not showing up on my channel yet, but I can be found just by going to the search button and typing in Pimpy's Investment Chat. And my videos will pop up for you to check out. If I get kicked off YouTube or I get suspended on YouTube, you can find me on any other one of these social media platforms. So don't pass up your opportunity to pick up 10 free silver ounces. Just follow the link down below. You will automatically be entered into a drawing to win the 10 free ounces. So Iraq implements 2 policies to support the Iraqi dinar against foreign currencies. Now, when they're trying to protect themselves from foreign currency, they usually have to dig into their foreign currency assets to sell off that particular country's currency in order to maintain a certain exchange level with that currency, mostly the United States dollar. So the Prime Minister Saleh financial advisor confirmed on Monday the implementation of 2 policies that supported the Iraqi dinar against foreign currencies while revealing the government's measures that removed obstacles to foreign trade. Saleh said that the monetary policy of the Central Bank of Iraq proved that it has high capacity and flexibility in coordination with supportive government policies in providing exceptional capabilities to impose stability on prices in general and the exchange rates of the Iraqi dinar vis-a-vis foreign currencies in particular, which related to import prices of goods and services. Based on the above, achieving and maintaining stability came through 2 policies. The first, on the monetary policy side, by facilitating external transfers procedures and at the official exchange rate when transferring and limiting foreign currencies used through channels, legal procedures, and digital banking mechanisms. He added that all these channels and procedures are characterized by high disclosure of governance across the national and international financial and banking system, as well as the adaptation of the Iraqi banking system to the platform of compliance and audit related to foreign currency transfers in a professional, legal, and rapid manner without prejudice to the freedom of external transfers and are at the same time consistent with national and international regulatory laws and regulations represented by the 3 packages of the Central Bank of Iraq. The second is general government policies, and it relates to the easy coordination measures taken by the Council of Ministers during the last few years in the customs, tax, and trade field in a harmonious syndrome that became more accurate after removing bureaucratic obstacles inherited in the foreign trade movement, which gave stability and high flexibility in moving the activity of small traders to exercise their direct role in importing from outside the country and themselves without the chains of intermediaries and the previous monopoly forces accumulated by the market with its imbalances over the past 40 years. So they're doing what a lot of countries should do. We have put up so many regulations, it just makes it almost impossible for any small businesses out there to succeed. That's what they're doing with their banking industry. That's what they're doing for small business owners. That's what they're doing for small business trade. Making life easier for them so they can excel. The dollar is stable against the dinar in the markets of Baghdad and Erbil. That's what we'd like to hear. The exchange rate of the U.S. dollar against Iraqi Dinar stabilized on Monday in the markets of the capital of Baghdad and Erbil, the capital of Kurdistan region. They'll sell you 1,440 dinars for every dollar, but they'll buy 1,420 dinars for every dollar. So they're making about $20 dinar off of every purchase. It adds up after a while. Well, this is one of the things I was concerned about. Hopefully this doesn't last too long and the prices of oil improve on behalf of Iraq. Oil prices fall. Brent hits $80 a barrel. Oil prices fell on Monday on concerns about higher interest rates, falling global economic growth, and fuel demand expectations that outpace subsidies from potentially shrinking supply due to OPEC Plus supply cuts. Well, a lot of things are really going to depend on what direction this market's going in. People aren't going to do a lot of driving. They aren't going to do a lot of vacationing. If gas prices continue to be ridiculous and people have no idea what direction this country's going in, I could tell you, it's going to hell. It's going to hell in a handbasket. Brent crude oil fell 75 cents, or 0.92%, to $80.91 a barrel. Remember, their budget doesn't call for much more than what they're getting right now. They need to stay above there. Hopefully, this will be short term. WTI posted $77.13 a barrel, down 74 cents to 95%. Both decades fell more than 5% last week. The first weekly drop from 5 as implied U.S. gasoline demand fell from a year ago, raising fears of recession and concern of the world's largest oil consumers. Central banks from the U.S. to Britain and Europe are expected to raise interest rates when they meet in the first week of May in a bid to tackle high inflation. And that's what gets me about this administration. Every time they raise interest rates, this is a job killer. Now, I played a video when Kennedy spoke to Jerome Powell. He said that in order for the Fed to raise interest rates 1%, 3 million Americans had to lose their jobs here in the United States. 3 million jobs. Unbelievable. And they continue to raise interest rates, knowing that it's killing this economy, knowing that it's putting Americans out of work, knowing that it's hurting us long term, but they don't give a rat's ass, nor does this administration. That was a plan all along. China's bumpy economic recovery from the RONA also ambigued oil demand expectations, although Chinese customs data showed that on Friday that the world's largest crude importer brought record volumes in March, or I think that means bought record volumes in March. China's imports from major suppliers, Russia and Saudi Arabia, exceeded 2 million BPD. Now, why does a country store up on oil and have an emergency reserve like we used to have before it was depleted by Biden? That's when you get ready for war, you have it there just for that purpose. But if somebody depletes it all, gives away all your weapons, gives away all your ammunition, continues to crush your economy, leaves the border open to allow Chinese nationalists around military age to come across our border, makes you think, don't it? So, Parliamentary Finance of Euphrates News says that the budget will pass without controversy. When? Is that going to be in May, like they said? The Parliamentary Finance Committee said on Monday that there's no differences on the budget, while pointing out that it would take all measures. So Jamal Kruger, a member of the Parliamentary Finance Committee, said the finance will use its full power on the budget through reducing, transferring, and amending paragraphs and adding paragraphs, and that the committee would take all these measures. The budget will pass without dispute. In early April, the House of Representatives ended the first reading of the draft budget law for the 3 fiscal years that we spoke about, 2023, 24, and 25. So Iraq's doing everything they can to just tread water for now, and they're doing a pretty good job if you ask me. Iraq has now $115 billion in reserve assets. That's awesome. Plus, you add that to the gold, I would say they're doing pretty good. Anyways, that's it for now, you guys. I appreciate you tuning in. I will catch you later. I'm out.